Hey YouTube, I'm Bill, and welcome to Trek Tuesday here on the Movie Files. If you haven't already, go ahead and check out my review / pissed off rant of the final episode of the X-Files miniseries, which was entirely too disappointing. I'm still angry over that, but whatever. This is a different thing, and we've got a job to do, so let's do it. Today on Trek Tuesday, I will be reviewing Eye of the Needle from Star Trek Voyager. This is, for me, one of my favorite Voyager episodes. It's one of the most memorable episodes of Voyager for me, especially in the first season. It is the one episode that when Voyager was brand new, this was the one that really stuck with me. Eye of the Needle is the 7th episode of Star Trek Voyager's first season. After being stranded in the Delta Quadrant by the just incompetent leadership of their captain, the crew of the USS Voyager discovers a wormhole. Captain Janeway orders a course change to investigate the wormhole to determine if they can use it to get back home. They soon discover that the wormhole is microscopic and therefore it is impossible to send the ship through. They can, however, send a micro probe through which can scan the other side and possibly send a subspace signal with which they can contact Starfleet Command. The micro probe gets stuck within the wormhole, which is in the final stages of collapse. It is, however, able to pick up a ship on the other side of the wormhole, and that the ship is indeed in the Alpha Quadrant. The ship is a Romulan science vessel, and Voyager is soon able to make contact with it. Janeway soon plans to send some personal messages from the crew to their families for the Romulan to deliver, but B'Elanna Torres soon comes up with a better idea. It might actually be possible to send a transporter beam through the wormhole and beam the crew home. After running a few tests, the Romulan volunteers to be beamed through the wormhole to the Voyager. Once aboard Voyager, Tuvok scans the Romulan with his tricorder and soon discovers something terrible. The Romulan is exhibiting signs of temporal displacement. They have been communicating with him and have beamed him onto their ship from 20 years in the past. Eye of the Needle features Trek mainstay Vaughn Armstrong as the Romulan commander. Armstrong is probably most well known to Star Trek fans as Admiral Forrest on Enterprise. He has, however, played several characters of several races across every series set during the Next Generation era. He's been Klingons, Romulans, Cardassians, as well as several lesser-known species, usually on Voyager. Eye of the Needle is probably the best episode of Voyager's first season, and it is certainly among the best episodes of the entire series. It's a very simple episode, but it's incredibly powerful just because of how everything unfolds. Even though the audience should know that something is going to happen to prevent Voyager from going home, as that is the entire premise of the series and we're only 7 episodes in, your heart still sinks when you find out that the wormhole leads to 20 years in the past, making it not viable for Voyager's needs. The episode writers did a fantastic job of planting those seeds of hope within the audience and then dashing them, giving the audience the same sense of disappointment the crew would have felt, and thus making the crew more identifiable. Eye of the Needle sticks with you long after the episode has ended, making it one of Voyager's and maybe even one of Star Trek's as a whole most memorable episodes. If you haven't seen this episode, be sure to check it out on Netflix. You will not be sorry. Thanks for listening, and we'll see you next week on Trek Tuesday here at the Movie Files. Hi everyone. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to like, share, subscribe, follow me on Facebook and Twitter, and make sure you head on over to TheBlaze and check out my weekly column where I do movie reviews and general Hollywood industry commentary. You can find the links for all those things in the description below. Thanks for watching, and have a nice day.